All right, thank you very much, AJ. Now we shift over to talk about New Year's resolutions. You know what? It's not that old a year yet. So guess what? It's not too late, right? Pat Baird, you're with us to help stay on track nutritionally.
Yes. You know what? It's never too late. But usually what happens somewhere around the third week of January is people start to slip.
Yeah,
and
that
fall
sort of drift
off
away,
track.
right?
Yeah, and the reason is because the goals that they choose are just unrealistic.
So what should we do? How do you set goals when it comes to nutrition?
You really want to get a plan together, all right, list a couple of things that you might want to do and then set priorities and keep it limited, 1, 2, 3 at the most.
Okay.
And then make this list, keep it visible, and I picked a couple of my favorites. Now for viewers, they might want something else, but it's really important to stay hydrated all year long.
Hydration. Why is that so important?
Well, it's important all year long because we need fluid for a number of different processes to help maintain body temperature. What do we tell people when they have a fever? Drink more fluid. And you know, we think about this in the summer when we're sweating, but not when it's 5 degrees. And all of that vapor that you see when you exhale, we're actually losing water.
You're giving that up, right? Aren't
Yes.
you? That's a good point.
So we want to have all fluids count. Obviously water. Some people, I can't believe this, but they tell me they don't like water. So maybe fruit water, which is a naturally flavored carbonated beverage, may do the trick. Orange juice, milk. Yes, this dietitian is talking about soda. And here's what I love about it, is these Coke Minis, 7 ounces, 90 calories. So you're really getting that moderation.
You're not breaking the bank, so to speak.
No, that's exactly right. There are diet drinks, and we know that low and no calorie sweeteners are safe. What's really fascinating is last week there was a report from the Healthy Weight Commitment Foundation. We've saved over 60 trillion calories since the food and beverage industry has made changes, and that goes across the board.
Isn't that something?
In the supermarket, in quick service restaurants. Next thing, and also a good way to stay hydrated, is power foods.
Which are what? Because that's an interesting term.
Yes, it is. I say that power foods are low in calories, high in vitamins, minerals, and fiber.
Fiber helps you feel full, right?
Yes, it does. That's exactly right. So fruits and vegetables also contain a high amount of water. So we're getting all of these nutrient benefits. There's actually research to show that fruits and vegetables keep us from eating so-called hedonic foods.
Hedonic?
Yes.
Never heard that term.
Hedonic, hedonism.
Oh, hedonic. Okay,
yes. Hedonic foods.
Cotton candy, stuff like that.
Keep us from, they're fatty foods, and they're those comfort foods that say, eat more, eat more. So when we have fruits and vegetables, we tend to eat a little bit less because we are
You're filling up on the good stuff, yes.
That's exactly right.
I need to ask you something, though. I almost skipped breakfast this morning. I almost never do that, but how important is it? Because we're talking about the timing of when we eat, too.
We are, and we have so many studies that show that people who eat breakfast eat less throughout the day. People who eat breakfast also have improved focus and concentration. They have higher or stronger immune systems. And we were just talking about immunity before in the flu segment.
That's right, with the doctor there,
yeah,
yes.
And it's so important. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be complicated. I say have some of the Greek yogurts because they tend to be higher in protein. Protein also keeps us fuller longer. But a bagel, a piece of fruit, keep some frozen strawberries or blueberries in the freezer, make yourself a quick smoothie. But have something.
So in summarizing, so keep hydrated.
Yes.
Of course, moderate on some of those sugary beverages.
Absolutely.
But you're talking about power foods.
Power foods.
And eat breakfast.
Yes.
Make sure, that these foods, the power foods, help us to avoid the hedonic.
And if you want To stay on track, check out some apps. They are a fun way.
There's tons of them, that's right.
To MyFitnessPal, MyPlate.gov. MyPlate will actually give you free information. You tell them your height, age, sex, weight, and they will give you back some recommendations. All for free.
Goals.
It's really fabulous.
Goals. It'll help you with those goals.
Stick
Pat Barrett,
with it.
Thank you so much for being